Sadly, we lost Femi Adesina. This article is from Ł0Щong, saying, I used to read him those days when he was the editor-in-chief in the Sun newspaper. He used to write very brilliantly and always project the people's concerns. Very sad we lost him. In fact, Femi Adesina's weekly column in the Sun newspaper was always unmissable. And if you miss it, definitely you will look for the newspaper to read his brilliant piece. I always sought for any of the columns I miss or go online to read him. If you read Femi Adesina then on ethnicity and his unbiased views while projecting the people's concerns, you must definitely appreciate and like him. Always humane, portraying a man with human feelings, a man full of compassion, and a man who truly understands the plight of the people. However, it is unfortunate we lost that Femi Adesina of all the people. We immediately lost him when he was crowned to work with the government of Nigeria. Femi's uplift to the federal government that's supposed to be a blessing for the people has finally turned to a curse. Watching or listening to Femi Adesina these days defending this clueless and daft government that doesn't have a direction nor destination is absolutely hilarious and painful. Can someone send this message to him to address? I will say, life is fine for Adesina now. He is living very large at the moment, unlike before. During those days, he was at the Sun newspaper, but Femi should know and understand that people are suffering severely in Nigeria now than those days he was even struggling to survive. So guys, for those who know Femi Adesina then, for what he stood for, will be able to relate with this writer, and which is really common with human beings. Not everybody, but majority of people. Somebody was saying that these people now are observing table manner, that when you are eating, that's the table manner, you don't talk. So once you are not eating, of course you can talk. So that is what is happening to all these politicians, because of those who have decided to join the government of the day, whether this government or before, because we know quite numbers of them that really worked for the past administration. Even when things were going wrong, they couldn't say anything, but now they are not part of the government of the day today. They are singing a different song. And that's the question I always ask people, that people who are criticizing Buhari now, maybe because you are not part of the government, at least you can see clearly, you can see what is happening, because it's assumed or believed that people who are into the game, they might not see clearly, but if they choose to see, definitely they will see. So ordinarily, people who are not within the government will be able to see the error. They will be able to spot everything that the government does, but in as much you are with them, you will not be able to see clearly. So if you are not part of the government, or if you are part of the government, we used to say the same thing, even when the government is doing, not taking some right decisions. We used to be able to talk, or you'll be afraid because you don't want to be fired. So that is what is happening to majority of them. At least I can say for sure concerning this man, Festus Keyamo. And that was why when Showore case was going, I was like, where is Keyamo? Where is this? Where is this? Where is that? We know the way he used to speak then, but now they would defend. You'll be surprised that these people that are really brilliant, that that if they are not part of the government of the day, if they are on the other side, you know what they can do, you know what they can speak. But if you are working with the government, and you know that the government is not doing the right thing, not that there's a way you are going to still put it, even if you are not trying to, think to, whether here or there, but at least you'll be able to give a what is it called, a grandstanding submission. Not that you just outrightly no. When things are going wrong, you say no. It is not. Things are not going wrong. Things are going fine. I remember the minister of Agri came out the other time and said, "Oh, Nigerians, there is surplus of food. That Nigerians are not experiencing hunger. That everybody is okay. That why are people complaining?" You can imagine that is the high level of insensitivity. That's high level of not having the interest of the people at heart. Because they are well fed. They don't struggle for anything. They don't struggle for anything. And they just believe that because they have their cartels, they have their people surrounding them, everybody is living in affluence. So it is very, very difficult for them to even be able to notice what is happening. But the unfortunate thing there is that a lot of them still know. A lot of them don't even want, they don't care. They just believe that this is an opportunity for them. And they believe that opportunity comes but once, so they just want to make use of that opportunity, that they might not be able to experience such opportunity, or given that opportunity to be able to be at the corridor of power. So it is very, very bad. Those who are criticizing Buhari now, all of us criticizing, being able to spot out some of the things that the government is doing, because really those things, we are really affected. That's why we are talking. Not that we are making up things. We are in this country together, so nobody can tell us cock and bull stories. We know what is happening. You go to the market, you move around, you know what is happening. You know what is happening around you, because you know what has been happening before, and everybody is hoping for better days, better life. But we are not getting it. It's like from fry pan to fire, and you don't expect people not to talk. You don't expect people not to say anything. So those who are talking now, if you have opportunity, and it's a very, very bad, very, very bad trend, that because you are closer to the government, why should people be closer to the government? Why is it that everybody cannot enjoy the dividends of democracy because you are getting one favor or the other from the government? So every other person should be bound to the Philistine. That is not the way it ought to be, but that is just a trend. That is the rave of the moment. That is how it has been playing before now. Even if, of course, we know that some people are more powerful, some people are could be closer to the corridors of power, but yet you just have to do things that people that you are leading, because you are not only the leader of those your friends or your colleagues, but the main people, that the reason why you are there is because of the main people, the masses. And when masses are complaining and complaining and complaining, from your own angle, you think you are doing the right thing, but not that you are not doing anything, but your best is not just enough. That is not what we are talking about. Coming from the angle of where we were coming from. Everything skyrocketed. Prices of commodities in the market is something else. Everything is just not just working. Everything has aggravated. The pains has increased in double dose, and you don't expect people to keep quiet. Those who are benefiting from the government, those who think, oh, things are okay, those are the people who can come out comfortably and begin to say what is not. Check the environment, check everywhere. These people, these politicians, don't they go outside the country? You don't know what is happening. Once you go outside the country, you see that hardly before you notice that, oh, this area is for the rich people, this area is for the poor people. No. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares about you, because everybody is well structured. Things are well structured. Things are done rightly. Not that the leadership of those countries, the laws made for the country is just meant for the masses. But that is what is playing out here. When and how when are we going to end all of these things? When will all of these things stop? Now, if you criticize them, the next thing they try to frame you up, they try to arrest you. It doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. So you can imagine what is being said concerning Femi Adesina. A lot of people don't even want to listen to him, because people just get irritated speaking alone. We still have a Garba Shehu. Whether you like him or you still hate him, the manner at which Garba Shehu presents his case compared to Femi Adesina just, it comes out to just lash everybody. He will just relegate people to the background. Those who are criticizing the government, he will relegate them to the background. Very, very unfortunate. The last statement he made concerning the US government, that you should stop prognosing. They should stop prognosing into people's affairs. They have enough to chew in their country. They should face their problem. Who made them the policeman of the world? You can imagine such a thing. They don't know what is happening in this country. Is that what they are telling us? Good and fine. Let them continue. But nothing lasts forever. That is what Nigerians will always say, and that is what we always say. Nothing lasts forever. We will not be able to do anything, because you feel that they have all it takes, to suppress people. They have all it takes to suppress people, but even the people that are being suppressed don't even know it. Majority of them don't even know it. They prefer to continue to defend these people. So what will be said about you? Of course, they knew the rate at which he was, doing his job, but now he can't even defend the same people, he was defending before he came to the corridor of power. So that's just a human being for us. So see what is being said about him. Very, very unfortunate. Someone say it is a pity. Someone say, Mr. Writer, if you have his opportunity, you will do more than what he's doing. So is that the right thing? You do more than what he's doing. Is that what is obtainable elsewhere? It is a pity seeing and hearing him talking real nonsense nowadays because of money. In fact, it is really disheartening, but he was appointed to defend the APC, notorious government, from all its atrocities being committed against the ordinary people. He was indeed writing about their plight in his days at the Sun newspapers. He is a changed man now. Since money has come, things had changed, also changed. Talk the lie and collect what gets to you from the oil and gas money from the creeks of Niger Delta, whose natives are slaves to the Fulani Islamic jihadist system of misrule. Someone say, you know the true color of a man when you give him a little power. And someone say that is really right. So guys, what do you think? Let's hear your opinion concerning this. Thank you.